welcome back, y'all. We are back. It is very early Monday morning, April 10th. Chihuahuas needed to go out extraordinarily early this morning. Unfortunately, someone left the water bowl and food bowl down a little bit too late last night, and their little bladders were on overload and needed to go out extraordinarily early this morning. So while they're asleep, I thought, you know what, let me jump in here and get this video done because I have a lot to get done in the house today. We have a lot of things to do. I hope that everyone who celebrated Easter yesterday had a very good holiday. Y'all, we pretty much just stayed at the house and just kept things in the normal realm and quiet. And that's the way that we like to do things here. So with that being said, veritable spending did not get cash stuffed yesterday due to the fact of Easter. So we are doing that today. We're doing holiday and celebrations binder today as well. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that because if you have not ran over and seen Michelle Free to Fly Life, if you have not seen her latest video, y'all should go check that video out because it's got my mind rolling, and we're going to show you a product that's going to be listed in our Etsy shop this week, and it's something I'm going to bring on board after I watched her video and watched her boot camp this last month. It's amazing what she did. I will link her video down in the description box below. Please go over and watch that video. I'll talk to you more about that here in a minute on what we're doing concerning her boot camp. So with that being said, veritable spending, we have 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Now, just so y'all know, I don't feel comfortable with having cash in my house. Not to mention, I can't see. So if I drop something or lose something, I can't see it. So everything goes on my credit card, which I pay off religiously every single week. I do not let anything occur on my credit cards. It's just not something I'll do. I'm very much in the realm now of being able to be responsible for that. But y'all, I still been spending, so we'll talk about that here in a minute. So $50 is going in to gas. Half of it is from my ex-husband. He pays me $25 a week. I pay the other $25, and this is what I use to pick up Danya after swim team every single day, Monday through Friday. And swim team will be coming to an end at the end of April, beginning of May, and she is back on the swim team full-time and in competition. So I'm super happy about that. Groceries. Groceries is not getting anything, y'all. If you remember, last week, the first week of April, I spent $250 on groceries. I was hoping to only spend $200 or less every single week. I give myself $200 for groceries. I went over by $50 this week, which is basically technically April 8th through April 14th. We are doing a no spend for groceries. We are doing a no spend every other week currently right now, and we're eating off our preps and things of that nature. So with that being said, we only had $150 this week that we moved over last week to our 1 month ahead fully funded emergency fund, and y'all, it's 12 months ahead. We're in month number 3. So we have already saved 2 months already in advance in case something is to happen and we lose income. I can pay now for 2 whole months of everything my household needs. Okay, so that's over $6,600. It's $3,300 is my total every single month that I fund. So we funded 2 months, so that total now is $6,600. And now we are in month number 3 of fully funding. Once I reach $3,300, then we're going into month number 4. Nothing gets touched in that money unless we lose income and we need it. So with that being said, the overage that I went over, I pulled $50 from week number 2, and that covered part of week number 1. So the $250 for week number 1 had its $200 plus $50 from week number 2. So you saw me last week stuff $150. I'll show you that envelope here in a minute in the back. At the end of this month, I will take whatever's in that envelope, and that will go into our fully funded month number 3. So nothing for groceries, and no groceries will be done this week. All right, our next one is eating out. We are going to go ahead and we are just going to put 10 in here. Oh no, I take that back. That's not eating out, that's spending. Eating out is next. Spending, I did spend 5. I'm not gonna lie, I spent 5. So this other 5 is gonna be turned into $1 bills, and that will be going into my Letterbucks challenge. We are putting a 10 in. The reason I spent that is Donnie had some money. She went to the gas station across the street. I took her across the street to go to the gas station, and I ended up buying a bag of combos and a Mountain Dew. So shame on me, but yes, I did. And I'm going to blame it on her because I would never have spent that if I'd not gone over there. So $10 is going into there. All right, now we're on eating out. Eating out is going to get a 10. We are rolling this over because if we choose to eat out, and this month I can tell you right now, we are not. We are not. I'm telling you, we're not eating out. So $10 is going in. If we choose to eat out, then we'll have that money here. But we do a lot of copycat meals at home, and my kids are satisfied, and they like it just as much, if not more, in most cases about us making the food at home. They said it tastes better. So with that being said, 10 is in there. Another one that we are rolling over is outings. Y'all know that we got a zoo trip coming up here shortly. I do have a zoo trip tracker now listed in Etsy. We're putting in 10, but for right now we're just going to leave this outings here. Might be changing this out. Next time you see it, may say zoo trip on here. But we are going to be doing a zoo trip at the end of May, beginning of June, somewhere within that area. So, time frame. So, $10 is going in there. $10 is going into buffer. This is something that I roll over from here on out since I am building my buffer. If I go over in groceries, I will pull from buffer before I pull from the next week's grocery money. So, $10 goes in here. All right, y'all. And then the very back here, we have our April envelope. And with this April envelope, this comes from Jordan Budgets over on Etsy, y'all. I'm super excited because she's working on getting her website up here, hopefully in the next couple of months. And I think she's going to be leaving Etsy, is what she said. Y'all have to understand that Etsy fees are extraordinarily through the roof expensive. So with that being said, I did buy the 12-pack of her paper envelopes, and it's got the months January through December, and it's got the tracking on here. Now, I'm not using the tracking. I'm just throwing leftover grocery money from every single week that I have left over into here, and at the end of the month, I will take out what's in here, and this will go into our third month fully funded of our 12-month goal of getting ahead 1 year in advance if something is to happen and we lose that income. We'll be covered for an entire year as we try to figure out what to do and how to regain that income. So right now, in here for the month of April, we have $150 in there. Now, we are in a no-week spending month for groceries. Next week, I get a $200. Let's see if I can keep it under $200. And then on week 4, I'm going to just kind of spoil you guys a little bit and let you know, week 4 in April, we're in no spending again on groceries because we have a lot in preps that we can still continue to eat down. So that is our veritable spending binder done for the week. Here is our holiday and celebrations binder. Now, I do need to talk a little bit more about this binder because, y'all, I checked the numbers once, twice, and 3 times over, and because of that huge windfall that I had and sticking so much money into holidays and celebrations and sticking money into Christmas, y'all, I'm going to let you know it's only the second week of April. We have fully funded holidays and celebrations, and I am just like, I'm just blown away. So let's recap. January, February, and March is already out of the way. Things are bought. People have already gotten money in the full bit for birthdays and holidays and all of that stuff. April, I have $200 in here already set aside for Danya, and that is for us to go out somewhere. Y'all know I have to do a round trip transportation when it goes to going out anywhere with my kiddos, and instead of taking an Uber X, we have to take an Uber XL because there's 4 of us. Not to mention that, you know, we got birthday cake and we have to go out to Golden Corral. So I have $200 set aside for all of those things. May, I have $250 set aside, $100 for my mom and $150 for me for Mother's Day. Now, for my mom, I just give her $100 in cash. For me, the $150 is between all 3 of my kids. They're each going to get $50 to spend on me for Mom's Day. And that's what I'm going to let them do. They're going to find that really fun, they said. June, I have $150 set aside for my grandson already. And I have $200 set aside for Father's Day, $100 for my dad, $100 for my husband. July, I already have $100 in here for my dad for his birthday. August, I decided to nix out. I was usually using that as a buffer month and just throwing extra money in there before, but I decided nothing happens in August. No birthdays, no holidays, none of that nature. So August has been scratched out and we're just not doing anything for August. September, I lowered it down to $20 That is for Bella. That's my newest Chihuahua. She's only 5, y'all. She's so sweet. But I went ahead and decided that $20 should be a max out for a Chihuahua birthday. So we did that. October, I got $140 in here for October, and $100 is basically for the kids to get candy. And let me tell you, those candy bags for October, ooh, Halloween, they went $20 basically per bag for the bags that my kids get. So that's $60 alone, plus the extra $40 after that is for them to get meals and drinks and snacks so that we can have a movie night, because we don't go out trick-or-treating, y'all. They just get candy, and then we come home and we watch, you know, ghost movies and things of that nature, and we probably will get a couple of frozen pizzas. I'll let the kids get each a 2-liter of soda or something of that nature, and they'll get like a snacky snack on top of that. So that ends up being the $100, the other $40, so $60 for their candy, $40 for extra food, snacks, and treats, and then that makes up the $100. And then the extra $40 for the dogs. $20 for Tucker's birthday is October 1st, and $20 for Jaya's birthday. She is a Halloween baby. So that makes up the $140 in total. So after that, we have November. November got $200 in here already fully funded for my daughter Tori. She's going to be 25 this year on the 28th of November. I Cash App her this, or I PayPal this to her, whichever way she wants me to do it this year. And she is free to spend that money in any way that she wants. December has $200 in here. It's $100 for my husband. He turns 25 this year. No, I take that back. He turns 26. Oh, my daughter turns 25, and then 2 weeks later, my husband turns 26. So I got him $100 so that he can do what he wants with it. And then me and my brother, we have our birthday 4 days after Christmas, and so I give him $100 in cash so he can do whatever he wants with it as well. So with that being said, I did not put anything down for my birthday. If people want to give me birthday gifts, they give me birthday gifts. If not, it's no sweat. I don't really consider my birthday much of anything. I'll be 47 this year, so it is what it is. But I will be giving my brother $100 for our birthday this year. So just letting you know, guess what? We are fully funded with all of this. I only needed 1,300 and I want to say it was 50. Was it? No. I only needed I have 1,460, and currently in here right now I have 1,550. I am over what I need to be for holidays and celebrations. Now remember, I just had that huge windfall, so I stuck a lot of money in here. That's what helped boosted me up so quickly in fully funding this. So I will be putting a fully funded slip in here momentarily. And holidays are fully funded for the entire year. That means celebrations, that's birthdays. The only thing I don't have fully funded currently right now is anniversary. But since I'm a little bit over, I could probably stick another 20, maybe $50, $100 tops out. And we'll have anniversary fully funded. That's the only thing that I don't have funded fully right now. But my husband's not going to be here this year for our anniversary, so I may not stick anything in there. So with that being said, that is fully funded now. Also, Christmas, we already stuck a bunch of money in here from that windfall. Guess what? Christmas is fully funded for 2023. Guess what? Pets is fully funded for 2023. Pets Christmas is fully funded for 2023. And what I plan to do with the $100 that I have for pets is I'm going to give each one of my Chihuahuas $20 a piece. That is $60. And then I'm taking the extra $40 in memory of Sid Happy Logan. That is my Chihuahua that passed in October of 2021. He was just shy of 17 years old. And I am going to donate that to a animal cause for elderly dogs, for senior dogs. And we're going to donate that in the name and honor of Sid Happy Logan. So, y'all, we got one envelope that we need to fund. So, Christmas tree, already taken care of for Christmas. I have enough in here already to get the lights for our Christmas tree. Now I need to work on the topper, the ornaments, and the tree skirt. Guess what? $100. We are almost fully funded for Christmas decor. It's the only thing I have to put in here, and I am so psyched. I am so psyched that we have these as far as we have, and they're fully funded. So I'll put a little bit extra into holidays and celebrations, possibly, but most likely not for our anniversary, because if he's not going to be here this year, there's no reason to put anything in there for that. We just talk over the phone. And also for not holidays, but Christmas decor, I probably will stick another $50, maybe $100 tops in there, and then it will be fully funded. So let's talk about what I wanted to really get into that I was really excited about today. All right. I bought a bunch of these color dot dice, y'all. You have to excuse my hand. I cut my finger the other day and it hurts like hell. But anyways, I bought a bunch of these color dice, and they have 6 different colors on them. Each one a different color as you roll it. So depending on what you roll, it depends on what color you're going to get. And what I'm going to do is I am going to make trackers for these. And these trackers are going to include just the color of each dot, okay? So one will say green, one will say orange, one will say red, one will say purple. Whatever color you roll is what category it goes into. For example, on the trackers, you will be able to go ahead and write your own category down. So say for orange, I want it to go to emergency fund. Say for green, I want it to go to summer groceries. Say for blue, I want it to go to pets. Maybe red goes to kids, and so forth and so on. So there are 6 different colors on this dice. And then what I did is I bought a huge amount of rainbow dice, y'all. These are really cool. So I don't have the sets all put together yet for colors or anything of that nature. I don't know if I'm going to give everybody the exact same colors or if I'm going to give them 2 separate colors. You know, whatever. But I bought these dice, and these are 6-sided dice, and 2 will come in a set. But with that being said, I don't know what colors 2 I chose. If you guys don't know, I don't see color. So when I roll this dot dice, my son's going to have to help me anyways, because when I roll these dice, I can't see them either. But with that being said, the tracker is going to come with 6 different color trackers. It's going to say the color name on each one of the trackers, and then it'll have an area for you to put the category in. And the tracker will have the little squares so that you can fill it in. So you can choose your own 6 categories that you want to save for. And then these 2 dice, you're going to end up rolling these 2 dice, and whatever these 2 dice come out to, that's how much you're going to save for that category. So I thought it'd be really cool to implement this in our cash stuffing as well. I saw Michelle's Free to Fly Life video last night, and I was amazed to see how much she saved in 30 days. Now, I can understand exactly where she's coming from when she says she buys and she buys and she buys and she buys. And that was her idea for, okay, I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not going to use my binders. I'm not going to use my envelopes. She got 4 jars out, and she put 4 different categories on those jars. And as she played games, whatever it won, deciphered which jar that money was going to go into. And at the end, yesterday, y'all, of 30 days of boot camp for that, she was phenomenal in what she saved it. I'm not going to give it all away. I'm going to link that video down in the description box below. Please run over and watch it. But I have been watching her boot camp all month long, and I was just like, oh my gosh, she did this for 30 days, y'all, okay? She did a 30-day boot camp. And I watched it, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you crazy how much she saved? I was just shocked. I have the same problem she does. I like to buy and buy and buy and buy. I have enough savings challenges. I have enough of everything budget-wise that for the next 10 years, I still wouldn't run out of savings challenges. And I wish it was a lie. I was exaggerating, but I'm not. I have got so much budgeting savings challenges. It's insane. I have now purchased my last Etsy purchase, and I needed to get that mega mall challenge that a lot of you guys are doing. I just needed to have that in my life, so I did purchase that yesterday, but that is my last purchase now. I have got enough savings challenges, let me repeat that again, for more than 10 years worth of saving, and I probably wouldn't even get through all of them. That's how much I have. So I'm going to be implementing this. I may be taking my binders temporarily out of the equation and picking 6 different categories and rolling these dice and rolling this color dot and finding out what those categories are going to be. Will be here shortly. And with that, I think I'm going to start doing that and put everything else away. I am no longer going to be buying on Etsy for myself. I will do that for giveaways, but not for myself. And just wanted to also let you know that this challenge will be up here this week. My son and I are going to be working on the trackers today. And also, just a huge side note, thank you to those of you who have purchased off of our Etsy shop, y'all. We haven't had very many sales, but you know what? I told my son, it's slow, it's okay, you're just starting out. But he has made $12 in Etsy sales this last week. Not very much money, but that $12 is going to my son. He creates it. Yes, I do put in a little bit in buying some of the products, but y'all, it's going to him. He is getting the funds for that. So he is using that on his Cash App card responsibly. He knows when that money's out and he goes through it, then you know what? He's done. He's over it. Don't come asking mommy for money when you have that on your Cash App card. So we are linking our Etsy shop down below as well in the description box, but please run over to Michelle Free to Fly Journey. Oh, I'm sorry. Free to Fly Life. I want to say Journey because it used to be Journey. She changed it to Life, and I really love the updated name. And watch that video. Go back and watch her boot camp and see what she did, and her outcome was amazing. So I'm hoping we have as great of results as she did by implementing this color dot system into our challenges versus constantly buying challenges or constantly doing all this with these binders. I'm going to knock it down to 6 categories. Fingers crossed that I can do that in 6 categories, but let's do it because you know what? Christmas is already in the bag. Holidays are in the bag. Now it's just saving for everything else. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, and or suggestions, leave them down in the comment section down below. Also remember that I am doing my mystery giveaway today. I've already got the winners. I will be announcing that this evening, and those 2 winners will be able to contact me and let me know which savings challenge book they want. So with that being said, we are out of here for this morning. Without Limits is out.